You slept for 8 hours. You feel completely rested. You have energy. But the moment you walk into the office or meet a friend for brunch, they ask you the one question you hate hearing. You look exhausted. Is everything okay? Or even worse, have you been crying? Puffy eyes are deceptive. They are a physical lie. They tell the world you are stressed, unhealthy, or aging, even when you feel perfectly fine. In the United States, tired eyes is one of the top 3 cosmetic concerns. We spend millions of dollars on concealers and eye creams trying to hide these shadows. But here is the truth. No amount of concealer can hide a 3D bag. You cannot paint over swelling. You have to drain it. Unless you have a specific genetic structural condition, puffy eyes are almost always a temporary state. They are a sign of internal stagnation. In this video, I'm going to teach you the complete medical protocol to depuff your eyes naturally. We are going to cover the internal biology, specifically the sodium-potassium pump that controls your water weight. We are going to perform a professional lymphatic drainage massage to physically empty the fluid pockets. And I'm going to give you 3 thermal shock remedies using ingredients from your kitchen, including one that acts as a natural vasoconstrictor to shrink blood vessels instantly. But first, we need to diagnose the anatomy of the problem. Why does the swelling happen specifically under the eyes? It comes down to skin thickness. The skin on your face is generally about 2 millimeters thick. But the skin around your eyes, it is 0.5 millimeters. It is the thinnest skin on the human body. Because it is paper thin, it acts like a window. It shows everything happening underneath. Puffiness is usually caused by one of 3 things. Number 1, fluid retention. This is when your lymphatic system, which is your body's drainage pipe, gets clogged. Fluid accumulates in the tissue spaces. This is why it is worse in the morning. Gravity hasn't had a chance to pull that fluid down yet. Number 2, inflammation. This is often triggered by seasonal allergies, sinus congestion, or high cortisol levels from stress. Your body sends white blood cells and water to the area to protect it. And number 3, fat pad herniation. This is different. This is where the fat that cushions your eyeball pushes forward due to aging. The protocol I am sharing today specifically targets fluid retention and inflammation. If you have permanent fat pads, you might need a dermatologist, but for 90% of people, this routine is the fix. So, let's begin with the first line of defense, the diet. We need to talk about the SAD diet, the standard American diet. It is loaded with hidden sodium. Even if you don't use a salt shaker, there is sodium in your bread, your salad dressing, and your deli meat. Sodium acts like a sponge. It loves water. If you eat a high-sodium dinner, your body holds on to excess fluid to dilute that salt. And that fluid settles in the path of least resistance, your under eyes. But simply cutting salt isn't enough. You need to actively flush it out. You need the biological antidote to sodium. That antidote is potassium. Sodium and potassium work like a seesaw in your cells. If sodium goes up, puffiness goes up. But if you eat potassium, it forces your kidneys to open the floodgates and excrete the sodium. The water follows the sodium out of your body. So, instead of reaching for that second cup of coffee, which acts as a diuretic but can dehydrate your skin, reach for potassium-rich foods. Bananas are the famous one. But did you know that a cup of spinach has more potassium than a banana or an avocado? Even coconut water is a powerhouse electrolyte. These foods chemically signal your body to let go of the water weight. And speaking of water, we need to break a common myth. Many people think, I have water retention, so I should drink less water. That is scientifically incorrect. When you are dehydrated, your body goes into survival mode. It thinks a drought is coming, so it hoards every drop of water it has in your tissues. To release the water, you must drink water. When you are well hydrated, your body relaxes. It stops hoarding fluid. So, step 1 is simple. Watch the hidden salt. Load up on avocados and spinach. And drink at least 80 to 100 ounces of water to flush the system. But sometimes, diet takes too long. Sometimes you have a Zoom meeting in an hour and you need that puffiness gone immediately. For that, we need to take matters into our own hands. Literally. Let's move to section 2. The lymphatic drainage massage. This isn't just rubbing your face. This is a specific medical technique designed to manually pump the fluid out of your tissues and into your lymph nodes. Often, our eyes are puffy because the lymph nodes around our ears and neck are congested. If the drain is clogged, the water backs up into the eyes. We're going to unclog that drain right now. I want you to do this with me. Make sure your hands are clean. You can apply a tiny drop of face oil or moisturizer so you don't drag the delicate skin. Step 1. The frontal sinus sweep. Place your thumbs on your temples, that soft spot on the side of your head. Now, curl your fingers and place your knuckles in the center of your forehead. Gently slide your knuckles outwards from the center towards your temples. Apply light pressure. We are pushing the fluid away from the center. Do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This clears the frontal sinus, which often weighs down on the brow bone. Step 2. The orbital pump. Use your thumb and index finger to gently pinch along your eyebrows. Start at the nose and work your way out to the ear. Pinch, release, pinch, release. This stimulates the acupressure points that relieve eye strain from staring at screens. Step 3. The under eye glide. This is the most critical step. Be extremely gentle here. Take your ring finger. Why the ring finger? Because biologically it is the weakest finger, so it won't damage the skin. Place it at the inner corner of your eye, near the tear duct. Glide it gently along the orbital bone, under the eye, out towards the temple. Do not rub back and forth. Glide one way, from nose to ear. Imagine you are moving a drop of water under the skin. Do this 10 times, always outward. We are moving the fluid to the exit point. Step 4. The flush. Now that we have moved the fluid to the temples, we need to drain it down. Place your fingers just behind your ears. You will feel a little hollow spot. Massage down the side of your neck, all the way to your collarbone. This is the final exit path. You are guiding the waste fluid into the main lymphatic trunk, so your body can filter it out. If you do this massage every morning for 2 minutes, you will physically see your face depuff. It is like taking your face to the gym. But manual drainage takes time. What if you need a chemical reaction? What if you need to shrink those blood vessels instantly? For that, we need thermal shock therapy. Section 3. The kitchen remedies. We are going to use cold temperature to cause vasoconstriction. This means shrinking the capillaries to stop the flow of fluid into the area. Here are the top 3 natural remedies that actually work better than expensive creams. Remedy number 1. The caffeine shock. Check your pantry for green tea or black tea bags. Tea is packed with caffeine and tannins. Caffeine is a potent diuretic. When applied topically, it penetrates the skin and pulls water out of the cells. Tannins are natural astringents, which means they tighten living tissue. Steep 2 tea bags in hot water for a minute to activate the caffeine. Then, put them in the freezer until they are ice cold. Place these cold bags over your closed eyes for 15 minutes. It acts like a vacuum, sucking the puffiness out while the antioxidants brighten the skin. Remedy number 2. The potato slice. This sounds like an old wives' tale, but there is chemistry behind it. Potatoes contain a specific enzyme called catecholase. This enzyme is a natural skin lightener and anti-inflammatory agent. If your puffy eyes also have dark circles, this is your best option. Slice a raw potato into thin rounds. Chill them in the fridge. Place the slices over your eyes. The starch in the potato draws out toxins, while the catecholase brightens the dark pigment. Remedy number 3. The cold spoon hack. If you have absolutely no ingredients, use metal. Keep 2 metal teaspoons in your freezer. In the morning, press the curved back of the spoon against your under eye area. Roll it from the inner corner to the outer corner. The metal holds the cold longer than skin, providing an intense thermal shock that snaps the skin tight. So we have fixed the diet. We have drained the lymph, and we have applied the cold shock. But none of this matters if you are making one critical mistake every single night while you sleep. Section 4. Lifestyle and Prevention. You can eat all the bananas in the world, but if you go to sleep in the wrong position, gravity will work against you. If you sleep flat on your back, or worse, on your stomach with your face pressed into the pillow, fluids will naturally pool in the lowest point of your face. That is your eyes. You need to recruit gravity to work for you. The solution is simple. Elevation. Try sleeping with an extra pillow. Elevating your head just a few inches higher than your heart allows gravity to continuously drain the fluid away from your face while you sleep. Also, check your pillowcase. Cotton pillowcases are absorbent, but they can be rough. Silk or satin pillowcases cause less friction and drag on the skin. This prevents those morning sleep lines and reduces irritation. Next, we need to talk about your habits during the day. We live in a digital age. We spend hours staring at phones, laptops, and tablets. But did you know that staring at a screen changes your biology? Normally, a human blinks about 15 to 20 times a minute. Blinking is crucial. It acts like a windshield wiper, lubricating the eye and pumping the lymphatic fluid around it. But when you stare at a screen, your blink rate drops to just 5 or 7 times a minute. You essentially stop blinking. This causes the fluid to stagnate. It causes the eyes to get dry, red, and swollen. To fix this, you need to follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, take a break for 20 seconds and look at something 20 feet away. And during that break, blink intentionally. Force a few hard blinks. Pump the fluid. Remind your eyes to function. Finally, a note on your medical health. If you try the diet, the massage, and the sleep changes, and you still have persistent, heavy puffiness that never goes away, please see a doctor. Periorbital edema, which is the medical term for puffy eyes, can sometimes be a signal from your kidneys or your thyroid. If your kidneys aren't filtering toxins properly, swelling often shows up in the face first. So, listen to your body. Let's recap your new depuffing protocol. Step 1. The internal shift. Watch the sodium. Eat more potassium-rich foods like avocado and spinach. Drink water to flush the system. Step 2. The manual drain. Use the lymphatic drainage massage every morning. Sweep the fluid from the nose to the ears and down the neck. Step 3. The thermal shock. Use chilled green tea bags, potato slices, or cold spoons to shrink the blood vessels. And step 4. The gravity assist. Sleep elevated. And remember to blink when you are on your phone. Puffy eyes are common, but they don't have to be permanent. With these simple adjustments, you can wake up looking as rested as you actually feel. If you found this guide helpful, please like the video and share it with a friend who is always complaining about looking tired. And tell me in the comments, which remedy are you going to try first? The potato slices or the massage? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.